Good morning, my lovelies. Good morning. We are in Jix's kitchen. It's gonna be a busy Saturday today. Today we are going to be baking some bread for the week, and also we have a lot of yard work to do. The hubby will be in the front lawn, and I'll be at the backyard to take care of our garden in the front yard and the backyard. So as you know, our growing season is here. I woke up like 5 a.m. in the morning to start baking. You can see I'm almost done with all of the baking, but as usual, my oldest request for our cinnamon bread for him and the hubby for breakfast. My youngest wanted some donuts, which I made for him right here. I wasn't making donut, but I just made some bread dough for baking for the week, and the cinnamon bread, but he wanted some donuts, so I take some of the bread dough to make the donut. It's not sweet inside. That is why I sprinkle some sugar on it, so it can have a little bit of sugar. It's gonna be a packed day today. As you can see, I also made a homemade cream cheese. That's what you're looking at that small bowl. So this is the cinnamon bread that we're gonna make. I'm gonna share with you all the recipe, how I made this delicious cinnamon bread for the family. This is what they want to eat, with some homemade cream cheese and homemade raspberry jam. So this is the flour that we use. The flour I use is the Kirkland brand organic flour, unbleached organic flour from Costco. I always buy the bulk of flour so that it will last us at least 2 months or more. So I'm in the pantry. I'm just gonna show you guys how I made this delicious cinnamon roll. To make this delicious cinnamon roll bread, all you need is 2 cups of all-purpose flour, or you can use bread flour or any kind of flour that you want. 1 teaspoon of dry active yeast, 1 egg, half a cup of brown sugar, but I'm using sugar nut, which is coconut sugar, organic coconut sugar, which is healthier, cinnamon powder, organic, and 1.5 cup of milk and some butter. That's all you're gonna need for this cinnamon roll bread. I'll link the recipe down on the description box below, so you guys can go ahead and check it out and try and make the bread. And please don't hesitate to share your picture on the comment down below, or any of my social media platform. You can share the picture and tag me on it. I will definitely love to see how your bread turned out. So you want to warm your milk in the microwave. Get it to lukewarm, not too hot. Add your teaspoon of yeast and the egg. Make sure you whisk the egg really fast so that it won't lump up and cook, because the milk is going to be warm. And let it sit for 10 minutes so that the yeast can rise to get activated. You want to know whether your yeast is activated before you use it. You don't want to add the yeast in the flour and not sure if the yeast is going to be activated. You go all through that process and it didn't work. So you add everything in your mixer and let it mix for a little bit, for about 5 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes, and then add the butter later. That's what you saw me doing earlier. Add the butter and let it mix until everything is incorporated. The butter is incorporated with the flour, and it's kneaded really well. And take it out of the mixer, bring it on your board, or as you can see, I'm using my cutting board. You can use your countertop wherever you want to knead the bread again, just a little bit, because the mixer will do most of the work for you. And then form it into a ball and grease your bowl with olive oil or butter, and let it sit for 1 hour so that the dough can double in size, rise and double in size, and then bring it out. So the next step I'm doing, you really don't need to do this. You can just go from here and then roll your dough and add your cinnamon mixture, the sugar and the cinnamon, and then form your bread however you want it and put it in the baking pan and then bake. But I wanted my bread to have more buttery flavor and softer, so what I did is I rolled the dough, as you can see me doing. Bread dough is very stretchy. As you roll it, it bounces back to where it was, so it's very stretchy. So that's what I'm doing right here. I just added some butter on the dough and roll it back again, and stretch it again, and then roll it. I could put this back in the refrigerator so the butter can hold, but I was just in a hurry. I wanted to bake this as fast as I can because it's almost 7 o'clock and it's breakfast time. So I wanted them to have their breakfast around 7, and so we can head out to start our day. So I roll it back again. Like I said, I added the butter and then fold it and roll it back again. Once I roll it back again, I spread more butter on top of the dough, and then add my cinnamon mixture, which is the sugar nut, the organic coconut sugar, and the organic cinnamon. Spread it all on the dough and then fold it like this, what you're seeing me doing right now. This will give you that ring. Once you bake the bread, you cut it, you will see that cinnamon ring around the bread. This will give you that ring, that cinnamon design, I can say. I don't know how to explain it, but you guys saw that previously in the video, and you will see it later once I'm done baking. So once I fold the bread like this, I'm just gonna put it in a grease pan, baking pan like this, the bread baking pan, and then cover it and let it sit for a little bit before I can put it in the oven and bake it. So I'm gonna spread some egg wash on top of it so that when it bakes, it will turn brown. This is gonna help it to turn that golden brown. You always have to spread some egg wash on it so that you can get that beautiful brown color. Now this step I've never done before, but I saw someone making a soft bread using this step, so I just wanted to try it this time and see if it's different or not, if it's gonna make a difference or not, because I make my cinnamon bread and it's soft. It's really soft, melting in your mouth, soft. But I just wanted to try this step and see. So while we letting the bread to bake, let's move on to the cream cheese. Let's make the cream cheese. All you need is whole milk, and I'm using a half lemon and some salt. You're gonna mix it and then transfer it to the stove and let the milk come to boil, and the milk will start once the milk start boiling, it will coagulate. That's what you're looking at right now, meaning it will be lumpy. You'll have the water which will separate from the lump. Once you get to this point, you have to take it out of the stove and then strain it. Strain to separate the water, which is the whey, and the cheese. This is your cheese right here. This is the easiest way to make cheese. So we're making cream cheese. After you're done with this, when I'm making lasagna, I do use this. I don't blend it. I do use this process to make my cheese, to make lasagna, to spread this cheese on top. But we're not making lasagna, we're making cream cheese. So you're gonna transfer it to a blender and blend it. I added the salt. I forgot to add my salt while I was boiling the milk, so I added it later. We add some salt and a little bit of butter. The butter is gonna give it a creamier texture. You don't need the butter, like I said earlier, but I needed the butter. I want it to be very creamy. This is the cream cheese right here. As you're seeing right here, this is the cream cheese. It is so creamy. So they're gonna be having the cream cheese and the homemade raspberry with this cinnamon bread. The cinnamon bread is all ready. It's baked perfectly, as you can see, golden brown, and the donuts are ready too on the side, as you can see, which wasn't planned. The donuts were not planned of part of my baking plan today, but the youngest wanted some donut, so he want donut. He doesn't like the cinnamon bread. Look how beautiful this turned out. Look at the cinnamon roll bread, y'all. This is the ring I was talking about. Once you fold it like that, this is what you're gonna get after you bake it. It looks so delicious, and it was delicious, guys. Look at that. I wish you guys were here so you can smell the aroma that was coming out of the kitchen this morning baking this bread, this warm bread. It is so delicious. So let's spread some homemade cream cheese and the homemade raspberry for the guys to have their breakfast before we can head out to the garden and the lawn, the front lawn, to start our day. I'll see you guys later in the garden. Let me fix their breakfast so they can eat, and we'll move on to the garden. They have had their breakfast already, so the hubby is starting in the front lawn. We're just gonna expand the garden here in the front lawn. As you can see, the front yard, we're just gonna expand it. He's just tilling the soil so we can map out the area that we want this new garden to be, I can say. I'm so excited for this. It's been a while. We haven't worked in the front lawn for a while. I'm always at the backyard just working on the vegetable garden, but I'm just happy for this new beginning to work on the front lawn. So I'm gonna let him do his thing here in the front lawn while I go in the backyard in the garden and finish up with whatever work I need to do. Oh, hello my lovelies. Good morning, welcome back to Dixie's channel. This is your girl Dixie. If you're new to my channel, my name is Dixie. Thank you for stopping by. It's Saturday morning. My hair is looking crazy, but we're here. My hair is looking crazy anyway, but we're here in the garden to prepare these beds here, the galvanized beds over there. I've already prepared those beds, which I will share with you later. Like I said, the garden is going to take a little makeover this year. Not makeover, but we're expanding the garden this year. Because I don't know about you all, but food prices are going crazy. Food prices are going up in the grocery stores, and the best way for me to cut down grocery prices this summer is to expand the garden. So that's what I'm doing this year. It's going to be a lot of work, but it's okay. It's better to have the food that we grow at home, enjoy the organic food, than going out there. Organic food is expensive too, but it's the best food that you can get. So we're going to do the hard work right now, and then later on we start enjoying the harvest. So before we enjoy all the beautiful beautiful vegetables that you guys see me share every year, every summer, we have to start with the hard work. So the hard work is prepping the garden, feeding our soil whatever fertilizer that it needs. So what I'm going to do is add some compost on this side of the bed. I've already built a raised bed over there. Like I said, we're expanding the garden. I've already built a raised bed over there, and we're buying more galvanized bed to put on this side of the yard where the other DIY raised beds that I built over there. You guys will see that later. We'll share with you all later. But today what I'm gonna do is to just prep these beds, to take care of these beds, prep them, add some compost, some fertilizer, and then start bringing out our vegetables, because some of our plants are already seedlings. Some of our seedlings are ready to come out. So we're gonna take care of here, and then make sure all the soil have everything that it needs so that we can start transplanting. So let's go ahead and fix this area, because this part is already done. I planted some onions here last year, but I guess I missed this one. I didn't harvest it, and it came back. Look at that. It is looking amazing. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get any big bulbs or anything, but I'm gonna use this as spring onions. Anytime I'm gonna cook, I'll come out here and harvest this with this amazing, you can't see it, I'll show you guys later, my chive garlic chive on this area is bushy. I used to have garlic chive over there, but I pulled it out, separated and put some here, some over there, and then I have a lot of garlic chive in our front lawn. We're taking care of the front lawn this year. That was most of the garden work I do is in the backyard, just growing food. But I'm trying my best this year to make sure we take care of the front lawn, which I will share with you guys later when it's done. Right now it's not done, but I will share with you guys later when it's done. So let's just take care of this bed, and I'll make sure to show you guys what I'm talking about. My garlic chive here, I'll show you how bushy this garlic chive is. I just transplanted this last year. It was just a little bitty plant. Now it is big, so we're gonna be enjoying a lot of garlic chive this year. We have a lot of garlic chive anyway, all over the garden here. It's everywhere. It's under the peach tree, in the front lawn, and everywhere. So we're gonna have a lot. So let me remove this. These weeds are headache maker. Even though I cover this area, but the weeds are still coming up. I don't understand how this is possible. They just The garden is taking a lot of changes this year, I can say. Not taking, but it's getting a lot of changes this year. We're expanding. We wanted to expand. As you all can see what's going on around, food prices is going up and things are going crazy. So the best way to help cut my grocery costs is to expand the garden. It has helped me for the past years. And I think expanding the garden will help us more to be able to save some more food. Having this small garden, I do save some food, but it doesn't last us throughout the winter season, which is our off-growing season. So I'm thinking if I expand it more, we will have some more food to save so that it can serve us throughout the off-growing season. So that's what I'm doing right now. We're just clearing the garden and we'll bring in some more beds. We will have to spend some more money to buy some soil just for the beginning. Like I said, I don't have compost around. I don't have an area where I make my own compost, which will not, even if I do, it won't be as much as I need. So we will have to spend some more money this year to buy some soil, which is good. It is just an investment that we need for this year and the years to come. We're not going to spend any money, but harvest a lot of food in the garden. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today, and I hope to see you guys on my next video. You guys have an amazing day. This is your girl Jixie saying bye till next time.